Alright guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there.
Yo, what's up? At the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is. It's the smartest dumb people.
See, man, when you get that type of
Because he literally sleeping with other people. So, like, this was a story.
This is the best podcast in the city.
Thank you.
I'm not pandering.
You know what I'm saying? And they take vocals and, script and they start living on Tupac.
You're a real hustler, huh? That's pretty neat. Into it.
But I also met
Team, they know she likes to go outside, play soccer by herself. We have make sure I want to change it like Snoop Dogg. He's an icon in all facets of life.
Biggest icon in the world.
But
I feel like they cheat stupid. They gonna get caught. Yeah, they cheat with their dick like we cheat with our mind. I feel like women
no more. But before I let you explain that, I want to show a little clip of a little monster.
I'm on Pandora, YouTube. I'm on the students and everybody. Carl.
I'm trying to find.
It is what it is. Finally, we went to Rodney Pimp.
There's 2 cats. No, you can hustle them anyway. There's 2 cats in high school.
This is the coldest fucking thing that's going on, Wall. These the realest niggas out there.
You already know.
Like, for real. Like, this.
God, I go off the mentality of the woman, and I know if I know my woman.
Smart dummy!
Let's go! Welcome. This is the smartest dumb people, and I'm the host, Anthony, that dude Johnson. And always at this table, Willie ABN, Quando Rondo, my high school bud. Listen, man, we've been gone for a week, basically. We sat up here and debated about if we was gone for a week. Okay, we missed the show, but it was 6 days. Did you miss me? Listen, we back. Make sure you like and share, man. We back live, and we back. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a week of chaos. Quando actually got married. Bro, congratulations on your marriage, man.
Yeah,
listen, I owe LeBron $50 because I said he would cry at the wedding. He didn't. I don't know how this motherfucker didn't cry. He is a mean motherfucker because there ain't no way I'm going to see a woman that I'm in love with, beautiful, walking down the aisle and not drop a tear. I think, man, you had that conversation in the car. You going to cry when you get married? Dog, you a mean motherfucker.
If I take out the side-eye song playing, that's the only way it's going about.
Let's take. I got a clip of LeBron's wedding, man, and this is what was going down at the wedding. I'll be right back with Johnny. Quando.
Somebody missing their phone over here.
Sharp, that motherfucker sharp as a knife. Man. Big motherfucker, man. Corey, keep a bottle, man. Look at that shit.
Baseball bat, tequila.
OG helping me. Tone Bone helping me get together with this bow tie. I don't know nothing about it. They put names on every seat, every glass. This is some real player shit, man. I must say, this is some real player shit. Names on each card. Get it, Quando!
I don't even know why they give it to you so early, but you had an important job. Do not drop this. Do not do nothing. This is walking down the alley.
All right, so that's the actual clip, man, of Quando's wedding, man. I want to say this. Congratulations to Gina. Congratulations to the Smiths, man. That was a beautiful, beautiful wedding. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I definitely would hire Gina as my wedding planner. But like I told her, my budget is $500, not $50K. I don't got $50K. It's $500. And you can meet us at the.
Hey, he ain't getting married nowhere. He going right. Hey, that ain't going to come in the suit that he's trying to get married.
Listen, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure I get that same Italian soup.
Oh, you like
that
that,
motherfucker? Hey, that motherfucking Italian soup was clean. I gotta get that, man. But
He's talking that shit at first.
I was so sharp in that shit. My daddy posted me on Facebook talking about not just like the chip old block and some other shit. I definitely will be wearing that suit, man. So, like I said,
do you got a honeymoon or anything planned? I got something to do afterwards?
We ain't pinpointed the honeymoon, but we gonna do it something. I ain't put it together yet. But.
Yeah, I was wondering if he's gonna see you today. I was like, you might be up out of here.
Hey, make sure you like and share. So how you fellas week started? Y'all good?
It wasn't too bad. We had September Fest last weekend. Y'all saw about September Fest or anything? I went a couple days. Me and the kids. From what I know, everything turned out good. You know, I've seen a few people talk about that they was worried that some stuff was gonna go down.
I still believe it will.
But September is over with now. It's out on Monday, so to my understanding, all the nights was good. We went there Saturday. No, we went there Sunday and then Monday, and then we stayed there till like 10 o'clock on Monday.
I have to give a big shout out. Happy birthday to Aviana and Leah Johnson. Listen, it's my daughter's birthday, man. It's my daughter's birthday. Check out this clip.
Have you made people yet? Have you made? Oh, yeah. You wait. I've made my own people. And I'm their leader.
Let me see the tattoo. Don't grow up, homie. Slow up, homie.
Have you made?
That's my Stink, man. Happy birthday, Stink. I can't wait. Daddy can't wait to see you tomorrow at your birthday party. She'll be turning 13, man. Hey, she halfway out the door.
Right.
She halfway out the door, man. She halfway out the door, man. Listen, when my kids get old enough, all I'm gonna do is take vacation. I'm never having another baby. This is the rest of my life is gonna be all about me. When Aviana is gone, when she get her own crib, she off into college or whatever, I'm gonna start my life for real. Because right now, like, she's in the budget. So when my daughter say go, I gotta go. I gotta do this. But once she grown, well, that's when your life start. When your kids get old enough, that's when your life start. Quando, how your week been, man? You good?
Yeah.
How married life treating you?
Everything. You already know.
You know the road.
My week was great though. I was spend most of it with the kids, you know what I'm saying, at the crib, recuperating, you know what I'm saying, didn't want to do too much.
It's just over with, all that planning.
But Gina had a 5-day event planned, dog. We was supposed to be at a barbecue. I said, in my head, I was like, come on, Gina, I'm tired. Gina, I'm tired. I gave her all I had when them pictures was being took. And then Willie had to come pick me up, and I was like, all right, I got a plate in me, and I'm out. But they had a barbecue after that. Then they had a concert.
Yeah, that's fire.
I'm like, shit. Listen, man, it was fun. Yeah, she, like I said, if what she did was a woman's dream. What she did that day or that week was definitely every woman's dream. All right, so let's get to the show, man. Time to start the show. First topic of the day, question of the day. Why is there no positive black sitcoms on TV? And I'm going to break it down to you like this. You got the Miss Pat show. You got the Upshaws. These shows aren't necessarily on ABC or Fox or anything like that.
I've never heard of either one of those.
Well,
I've heard of them. I can't.
So I got to argue with my dad.
The only one I know is Blackish. I've heard of Blackish and Grown.
And Blackish is where it needs to be. Blackish. All right. So Blackish is the perfect tone to what black sitcoms should be. And what I mean by that is you had the Cosbys. And these new sitcoms that they're coming out with, they got to be baby daddies involved, and like the woman open the door. So yeah, ratchet shit. So my dad and them trying to convince me Miss Pat's show was a good, positive show for black people. I'm telling you, bro, they showed me the first 30 seconds, and the first 30 seconds they were showing how angry black women was she was about to cook in the kitchen, and her husband walked in like, what you doing with a pan, and you ain't go hit nobody on the head with it, or you ain't hit nobody on the head with it. Then her son come down, he like, that food, he like, mom cooking breakfast, like, no the fuck I ain't, motherfucker. And I said to my dad, now, if this is portrayed to white people, how black people communicate with each other, how you gonna feel when a motherfucking white person walk up to you at work and be like, how you doing, motherfucker? Because they watch Miss Pat show. And then they like, yeah. And I'm like, well, we need more Cosbys. We need to see black fathers and black parents in the light of they able to make good money. They able to be supervisors. They able to, and then she talking about, you sell crack. And I'm just like, You got 7 kids. They all got 4 different last names. You sold crack. Like it became a sick. They made the sitcom basically the City Girls of the sitcom game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm like, I want my child to, when she turned on TV, because my kids didn't live that life.
Right.
They did when I was young, but when I got older, we protected them from any type of ratchetness or like even when we lived in the neighborhood, it was too many kids outside. And I'll never forget it. This is when I told my wife we had to move. I opened the window and the kids was outside playing, and Navion didn't have that many friends, but it was all black kids outside. I'm not saying nothing wrong with black kids. It's the environment they're in. So all I heard was, "Come on, nigga, on the hood, nigga. Oh, come on, man." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's time to move. Time to move." And we moved 2 months later. You know why? Because I tried to protect my kids from that shit. So there are parents out there that actually strive to work hard, to not talk about selling crack, and to not be ready to hit somebody on the head with a pen. I feel like it. Let's watch the video. I think we got the video. Let's watch it. We'll be right back with y'all. This is not the actual video. This is just the video of the Miss Pat show, and this is how they talk to each other. This is how they sound, and I just feel like it's, to me, it's inappropriate.
Auntie, how you been doing in Indiana? It's been rough so far. You know, this dating pool is shallow. I actually been thinking about taking a little dive in the Lady Lake. Stop lying. I'm for real. Denise, you barely eat fish. Who said I'm the one who's gonna be eating? Oh, hell no. You ain't about to be bringing that bulldogging shit up in my house. Dating bitches that look like Terry. I don't find that funny.
Me either.
Cause you too damn bougie to laugh.
No, because what you said was disrespectful.
How was that disrespectful? All I said was bulldogger. You acting like I'm talking about a cross-eyed motherfucker while a cross-eyed motherfucker is in the room, looking at her sideways. Yeah, I'm with you now. I don't like what you said either. Cause I would never date no Terry-looking ass bitch. Where you going? We eating dinner.
You said you don't allow bulldaggers in your house.
What that got to do with you?
I'm gay.
Girl, set your ass down and stop playing. I think she's serious, Pat.
I am.
Serious or gay?
I'm gay.
You serious?
ABC.
All right, so that's the actual clip, man. And like, we was just debating why it was on, and Willie said he wouldn't even sit through something like that. Now I get what you're saying, cuz, but it's still being pushed as a black agenda, and it's not accurate. It's like I'm telling you, I wouldn't fuck with nobody like Miss Pat.
But I feel like just because they made a show about it doesn't mean that they pushing it. Like, it's a different thing when it's like when you got mass commercials being ran up on networks, or I haven't seen a commercial about that. So like my thing is like you gotta feed yourself what you want your mind to kind of like
For
get
sure.
into. You know what I'm saying? So like when they do have the other good shows out there, then it's our goal to push that further. You know what I'm saying? It's our turn to really sit down and watch those shows with the kids, or show them what a good show is versus what a BS show is. You know?
And that's what the
Boondocks.
Boon. Let's be honest with you, the Boondocks was the perfect happy medium of black culture. It would tell you the subliminal inside these messages and be like with the R. Kelly shit. The R. Kelly Boondocks episode, they were talking about how like black people couldn't get past. He was a great singer, and he was in court, and all of a sudden he'd start singing, and everybody start dancing and forgetting that he was touching little girls. Like there are writers, black writers, that can give subliminal messages with great comedy.
Yeah.
And that's what Boondocks was. I sat and watched that with a 4-year-old and a 10-year-old religiously. You know why? And I would tell them like, yo, this is a message behind this. And even though the little kids, hey, you a pussy nigga, like Lil Riley.
They catch
hilarious.
crazy.
That's why they're there.
Hey, I say most people wouldn't say it's a great show for kids, but depending on when your kids kind of get into it, you can, you know, so
I think it molded my kids' personality. Me and my kids sat and watched a little bit of Elvis, and everything about my kids is everything Riley and Huey is. Like my daughter is the like always think to try to be conscious woke person, and my son is like that's weird. That's like and they bounce. They both the same people, but my son is more quiet, and my daughter's more open. But it definitely, we need something like the Boondocks, but not in the light of, like, there's a scene in the Boondocks that's my favorite scene, and it's called a nigga moment. Remember? The nigga moment is where they bump into each other. Why you bump into me, nigga? I experience a nigga moment at least twice a week, not to that extent, but I realize I don't look at black men, but I look at a white man in a heartbeat and be like, how you doing today? And black men tend to look down when each other is walking past or might give a nod. But 9 times out of 10, the nod don't even come. I'm trying to get to a space to where the same way I would walk past Jim and go, what's up, Jim? How you doing today? I want to be able to do to my brothers, too. But it's just, man.
I do that, though. I do that.
That's right. Yeah, I do it, too.
So, I do it, too. Everybody might not do it, but for the most
and
part.
honestly, it's disarming. When you say hello to a black dude, he almost is surprised, and he be like, "Oh shit,
that's my point.
What's up, man?
That's my point."
No, but that's why you got. Hey, the more you do it, the more that it gets spread because they won't be as so confused the next time somebody come up there and do it to them because they definitely be having that look like they don't know if you.
They on defense mode.
Yeah,
so I know this man. Do I know it?
Today,
that is usually.
Today at work, I work with this brother today, and he probably said he was gonna check out the show. But I work with this brother today, and I'm telling you, like, that's how he started the day with me. Like, his first thing was, "Hey man, you take breaks," you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I ain't on no fair shit or nothing like that. But it's sad that we have to talk to each other like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, but when we start communicating, dog, the vibe was there, and I was like, I can work with this dude every day. I actually gave him my number and was like, man, we go have a drink because like we need more people like him because you can tell he's from the South. And he, like, when he talked to me, he was talking to me like you said. He was on guard, and then he like, hey man, you can take, take 15-minute break. We might be able to take 16-minute break. I don't know if you the police or. And I'm just like, no man, it's cool. And then we just opened up that and had a great dialogue the whole fucking day of just working and shit. But I actually liked the dude, and I gave him my number and told him to reach out to me, and we'll have a shot or two and chop it up. They having a good conversation in the chat, Gina and Melissa Moreno. All right, so let's get to the topics, man. We back to the sitcoms. So do you think that we need more positive black sitcoms in society?
No. I don't know exactly what we're needing because honestly, I don't think no one sits down and have sitcom moments anymore. Like because no one's watching TV, so it's like
facts.
I think we just need. We need more people to try it. I think we just need more people to just take a shot at it. And then even if you get one season, even if you just give something to try and shoot it out there because that should become a classic.
I love the Upshaws, but it makes me cringe watching it sometimes because I don't want to see the brother-in-law not like the sister-in-law because, I don't like it. I love it because I love Mike Epps and I understand his humor. But at the same time, I just take it for Mike Epps just giving me humor. It's kind of like watching Friday. Right. Was everything in Friday accurate? No, but a lot of it was.
Yeah, and then that's a certain kind of comedy. I might have to go look and see what's out there, and then try to bring back something. I know, like I feel like I done heard of the Lil Rel show, I done heard of the Carmichael show. I've heard of stuff like those. And I know they're great, and they're on the other side of this. So you know what I'm saying? Like you got two, and I got like 3 or 4 that's on the opposite side of it. So
I love the Carmichaels.
You know what I'm saying? So like when it goes to stuff like that, it's like
the Carmichaels is good, and Lil Rel show is good too. They was on Fox. Well, the Carmichael show was on HBO,
and they on bigger networks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when there's stuff that like that out there, I'll go check some out and go see what it is. But I think we just need people to even give it a shot. People be thinking it's cheesy. People think it's corny. So they don't be wanting to try to go through those shows. I think
I would rather watch a black, corny, cheesy show than to watch a black, ratchet, because like I said, like I even told the dude,
people not gonna watch it either.
But I even told the dude, I told the dude that I was at work today with, I was just like, you got to get in a space to where like can't nobody break your soul, a la Beyonce. Like you just gotta know, like you're not the toughest motherfucker, you're not the coolest, you're not the. I'm not a gang member. And once you capital, and my sister was amazing, and she gave me and my kids so much game. She was everything I should have been. Like she was just a nerdy kid that like went to school, did her homework, and went home and went to work. I was the kid trying to fit in, being around, skipping school, and being weird, and playing basketball, trying to holler at some hoe. We were 18, but I'm saying we lived a life of just a stigmatism or whatever it's called. It was never real. But now the older I got, I'm like, I don't want to go there, man. Same way I skipped out the back door for y'all wedding. It's just like, I've done enough. I don't want to be here anymore. And we got to get in that space and be comfortable enough to say that out loud. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not, like, a lot of black people struggle with identity issues. And it's because of, like I said, what really made me want to leave is because all everybody kept saying was, Burl, Lil Burl, dude. And it put me in a space to where, like, I'm not even doing good with him to be like having those conversations.
But know what? But see, that's also where you got to bring yourself to another point, because once you do become got that confidence within yourself too, you got to also be able to put that out there and then readjust how people approach you, because then they got to know what the new identity is. You know what I'm saying? It's the perfect time to reintroduce yourself as your current self, you know what I'm saying, or what's updated.
And I think that's what I struggle with right now. I struggle with that. I struggle with, like, a lot of the cats that's from the neighborhoods. They look at me and be like, "That's a little dude. You play Madden? You sell?" Like, no, I don't do none of that shit no more. I don't even play Madden no more. I have a whole different life. I don't move the same. I'm not like, but I feel weird to that. Not necessarily weird to that community, but it's a weird space.
And that's when you give them the spin-off, but how you take the show out.
Facts.
I ain't doing the Madden no more, but I'm doing that.
Facts. But I still do the Madden. If you want to play me, I play $100 a game. Holler at me. $100 if you ever want to step on the scene with me. All right, so let's get to the first topic of the day. Dad jumps on a bus and was ready to fight every elementary kid on the bus over his daughter. Willie, I told you that I felt like we were a little bit behind on this topic, but I like what you said. It's still our opinions, different opinions. Mm-hmm. So let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all.
I never seen it.
Bitch, you touch my daughter. Bitch, you touch my daughter again. You don't have to get your mama, your daddy, your uncle, and
You just scared yourself. You scared, huh? You recording?
I go from love.
She touched her! She touched her! She touched her! She touched her! Make me
I don't give a fuck! You shouldn't have touched me yesterday!
I didn't touch her! I didn't touch her!
Y'all gonna flip this whole bus! Everybody on it! And I mean that! I mean that! They go for everybody over here! Touch my daughter again! And I'm gonna flip this whole bus! I'm not playing! You don't let nobody touch my kids, bro! I'm not playing, bro! All that bully shit! All that big bully shit! Y'all got going on! I'm not playing! You gotta get your mama, your daddy, your uncle, and whoever! Let me say my kids gonna put their hands on me. You didn't get fucked in. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Fuck
Alright. So that's the actual clip. And shout out to Yolanda. She said they better be lucky they had a black bus driver. Please break that down in layman's terms for people, Yolanda. But Melissa said, I felt that, Dad, but it's always ways to go about it. And shout out to Sonny. Sonny made a comment, but I think we jumped topics already. She said there are so many streaming channels that make their own originals, that make opportunities to make the shows that need to be educate, show truth, not what executives thinks. Okay, I can agree with that. But like I said, with this dad situation, Will, that little girl kind of reminded me of Camille a little bit. I'm not gonna cap.
Where? Stop saying anybody reminds you of anybody.
I can't help it
for me, because none of them do.
I can't help it.
None of them do.
The little girl that was like that.
That's round two. That's round two.
I can't help it. That's listen, this is what I do.
Hey,
no, I'm just saying, like, she kind of reminded me of Camille a little bit. But
There's not one resemblance. I don't see nothing.
All right, so Will, in that
Nothing.
situation, what you doing? If your daughter is being bullied, because I can speak for myself, my daughter was bullied, and we literally left a whole neighborhood and switched schools because it was either me, I'm out to fucking really hurt this kid's parents. I don't know what her parents is capable of. We decided to pack up and leave the neighborhood and move into a whole neighborhood and move her to a whole school. That was the best thing I've ever done for my daughter, her mom ever done for her, because my daughter is flourishing in the school she's in now.
Was this a different move than when the niggas was outside saying niggas?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Oh,
But
you be out here moving around, don't you?
No, you have to, cuz. You have to. We protected our
Hey,
children.
that boy be
Hey, so what happened was, at all costs, my children was first. So we went to the school 3 times. They was bullying my daughter, calling her monkey and all that shit. Hey, and then I went and looked at the kid that was bullying her. My daughter had on Jordans, polo. She dressed like LeBron, basically. And this kid dressed like some raggedy shit. And she was in the project. And like I said, I'm a project baby. I'm not talking about the projects. I'm saying where I came from. I'm a project baby. But now my daughter is living in the, not middle class, but in a better neighborhood than the projects. And she got the clothes, she got the shoes, and this project kid is bullying her. Let me tell you something about these project kids. I'm from the projects. There's some malicious, mean motherfuckers. If your kid ain't from there, and they don't understand the culture of like bagging on people and being rude and mean, because they sit and watch their parents fight and argue all day long, they think this is normal behavior. I'm thinking my daughter's going to school to look pretty and get an education. And then they was calling her, listen, I'll never forget it. That teacher said, Aviana was just crying at her desk today. And then I'll never forget it. Aviana came home. Teacher said Aviana was acting weird. She's only 5 years old. And the teacher said, she asked Aviana what's wrong. And Aviana said the kids keep calling her a monkey and all this shit. I still got pictures that my daughter was the most prettiest girl in school. I'm talking about the most draped up child. And I was trying to understand it, but I had to look at the other side of it and start looking at the kids that was telling her this.
Yeah, because what I've ran into, my daughter have been bullied on a few different things, and we haven't moved schools and we haven't taken her out of anything. But I did a few things. I had a conversation with her. The conversation I had was we broke it down. So it was like, okay, this is usually what's going down. Like what you said, he's a little project kid. I have that exact same conversation as we will be having. Hey, this little kid that came from this is probably what's going on in his house, and broke it down completely to her. Now, that only gives you one side of the thing, because the kids still talk stuff, then it's a whole nother thing, right? Now, at some point, it just switched up for her where it just didn't happen no more. I'm pretty sure we went and talked to her teacher. Hey, this is going on. Hey, if my kid's being bullied and you're in the class and my kid's crying, that means that you're not acknowledging or you're not telling the other kid what's going on. So we done probably either had separate groups. Make sure she's away from him. Make sure they're on different sides. Make sure they're not sitting by each other. Do what you got to do. What you can for right now. Because if it keeps going on, then you got to have a conversation with the kid's mom. You gotta be like, okay, but we need to bring them in so we can tell them what's going on.
I tried to in the principal's office, and then the principal said the parents declined my offer. Right away, I said it's time to move. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to approach the little girl.
You couldn't get the number?
No, I'm telling you, the principal said to us, I'll never forget sitting in the office.
My other answer would be just to pop the little girl one time. We go ahead and take that little 3-day suspension. If you hit somebody, they ain't going to say nothing.
No, the little girl was way tougher than Amy. Listen,
no, but that pop.
Yeah, that first
pop.
As soon as you walk in there.
No, listen, but
what you talking stuff for? What we talking stuff for? Or give her a funny name to call that little girl.
That's my reason. My reason is number one. As soon as you walk into school, pop them in the motherfucking mouth.
No.
And then,
okay, Miss Pat, listen.
That's what. Hey,
okay,
Miss
Pat, listen. My daughter ain't fighting nobody.
But moving to a completely different, like that's more so running from the situation than ever addressing it. So that means that there's never an opportunity to learn the conflict resolution. Yeah. You end up being like the same dad that's on the bus, because once it does happen too much, then your only reaction is to do that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't agree with how the dad had went on the bus, because
you want Camille to fight. All right, so I got a better question for you. Do you want your baby girl to ever have to fight?
We definitely said if someone puts their hands on you, you hit them. Like we done ran through the hey. Maybe run to a teacher. They say, say something to a teacher. But I done been the kid that literally would go tell my teacher, and then I literally would still be getting hit. And then the one time I hit back, I got suspended. Yeah. So like there was one time I got switched schools because I had hit somebody. I had hit somebody back. I'm the kid that no one else is like rocking with, right? So everybody else is like, nah, he hit him. Yeah. I get suspended. Yeah. We gonna get suspended, whatever. But the thing is now. This is also what happens. All the way in the future, guess what? Every single person I ever had a problem with, don't come up to me with that energy no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come up to me, what's up? All right,
so you had to fight your way through life, like Harpo's wife said. All my life I had to fight. No, that's not what we doing, bro.
You gotta stand. You guys.
Once you back there go corner so long, what else you gonna do?
Shout out to LB. All right, so let's segue this conversation to the dad at North High today in Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
His dad was trying to run into school and fight some kids that jumped him at North High. The kid had to be every bit of 17. Senior in high school, his dad ran up on the security guards, grabbed him, whatever the case may be. I wasn't going to address it, but let's address it because me and LB in the chat, we had this conversation today. So I'm going to tell you right now, when I was talking about my daughter being bullied, I was talking about a 5-year-old. If my son got jumped at 17, 9 times out of 10.
What's going to be your first thought on why he on getting jumped?
He has some weird shit.
So where does the conversation go to first?
I would be like, son, I'm not going to your school to fight nobody. What the fuck you done did? And if you did it, you better get the same friends that got you in this trouble to get you out of it. I'm like that. You got to approach situations differently. My son, at 17 years old, I'm not going to no high school unless he's a nerd and literally was jumped, because I don't know that right away. I don't know if my son was a nerd and was just jumped because he was a little geek and he was just
just a little
but if he on some gang shit, listen, that's out of my hands. I'm not getting killed over my son's actions. And we can segue this after our conversation straight into TI. But I'm telling you, there comes a point in time in your life as a parent to where you gotta just take the gloves off, and this is life and this is reality. And I struggle with that with Carl.
Because me and Carl always got to be gang stuff. This shit can happen. I'm like you.
But the dad today was acting exactly like the problem. Like, and then as black people, especially in Omaha, Nebraska right now, we speaking on violence, but we're condoning violence when that man is able to run into a high school. So listen, my daughter in that classroom at 16 years old, and they fighting and they hit her because they think she's involved, then that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point in time in the culture, we have to start holding motherfuckers accountable. And like I said, I would hold my 17-year-old son accountable. They ain't just jump you for no reason.
You don't know that.
LeRon, they ain't just jumping him.
Might have been hating. Might have been a woman. It might have been a girl in the school. Might have been some.
Sometimes it
well, choose a better chick then.
But it is definitely to have a conversation with I think it is a conversation to have with the kid first and run by, see what's going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then you go see what's good about the school. You know, and then that's the thing. I think it is necessary usually to go to the school because it's not that you ever got to approach or say anything to any. First of all, this is the thing that I didn't like that have been a situation in like the past couple of weeks. Adults can't be having these conversations with kids, period. Same with the guy up on the bus. These kids are gonna laugh at you and talk stuff and talk all this stuff about you and still talk stuff about your daughter when she comes to school the next day. Some other kids are gonna be scared. So there's gonna be all different types, right? So it's like it's never the reason for you to go into the building and think that you got to talk to any kid and then get anything out of any kid, no matter how old they are.
All you can do is go to the superiors, which is the principals,
that's all the counselors. That's what it's about being the adult. It's like we gotta address it here. Even the thing with your daughter when she was getting. Y'all got different class. Let's do a class first. We'll start off with the class, and I'll give y'all a chance here because y'all not doing what y'all need. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Same thing with at the school. How he gets jumped on school premises? What's going on? Are they the same lunch? We got to switch lunches. What we got to do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if it happens again, hey, this is where it goes back to what I be saying. I'm calling the law on somebody, and it's coming to you now. You know what I'm saying? You just got to protect your kids and be as most wise as you can. But
and that's my fear is that like in our culture and in society right now, we're acting like we care about the violence, but we're not doing nothing to stop the violence. Like, for example, if I'm that person saying, don't go to the September Fest, and I know my little cousin Tutu about to go shoot up the September Fest, I'm going to tell little Tutu, there's kids out there.
Yeah.
It starts with you.
Yeah.
Leland said it best, I'm telling you, he said it all the time. Helping the community starts with me. All right? But I'm not going out my way to, I'm just going to protect my people, which means that if I know my homeboy about to rob a bank, that there's multiple security guards, don't rob that bank. There's multiple security guards, and you're going to go to jail for a long time. It starts, whoever the source is, there's sources out there that know that these kids are shooting each other, fighting each other, jumping each other. If I'm a dad, I'm going to say, why that dad come up to school today and try to fight y'all? What you done did to him? What did you do to his son? What did his son do to you? Over a broad or over some gang shit? Son, listen to me. This gang shit ain't what you want. And it starts with the source. The source is the parents. The parents have to be aware.
You got to figure out.
Yeah.
You can break it down to the situation, the source, and the kids. You'd be like, well, okay, what happened? I'm not initially going to say, what did you do, son? I'm like, what happened? Now, what's good? What's the situation? Yeah. Now it's an open plan.
Also, we can use, if you really think about it, because your cousin in the chat, she said, my mom definitely had to press charges on a boy because administrators didn't even call my mom when the incident took place. Now, that's when you also get legal action involved. Listen, these public servants are there to protect your child. They get a certain amount of salary to make sure your kid come home with all of their arms intact, their legs intact. If I was a public servant, security guard, teacher, I'm ready to lose my life over protecting a child because that's what I signed up for. I'm talking about in any aspect. If I see kids getting jumped, we need more Mr. Hankins. Mr. Haynes, I'm sorry. We need more Mr. Haynes because Mr. Haynes was that motherfucker in the locker rooms and in the hallways. Go to school, Johnson. Get to class, Johnson. You got to be on your, we need more Mr. Clarks. We are missing everything. I don't know if it's social media. We're missing everything about, just being a village, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with, there's no way a dad should have to come try to attack some kids. Where's the people that's in the school that knew that this kid got attacked? I'm that security guard. Why y'all jump him? Yeah. No, we gotta let him. His parents know what happened. Listen, we can have a sit down. We go in the room and talk. But I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Y'all keep fighting with him. He gonna come up here. Y'all gonna come up here. Y'all gonna be shooting at the school. Listen, do you want to live?
Yeah.
As kids, we're told we're not going to even as black men, we're told we're not even going to make it past the age of 21. Message, this is a real thing. At what point in time do I give game back and say, I made it past 21?
The thing is, too, now, and these security guards ain't relating to the motherfucking students. You know what I'm saying? So, like my cousin, J-Rock, he relates to the motherfuckers. So
you know what's going on.
He know what's going on, and he know how to tap into it.
Mr. Parker.
Mr. Parker, yeah, he's still there. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's people you hire too. You got to know if not just cause
your people, Ricky.
Yeah,
his ears in the streets. He know who doing what and what doing. But I'm saying we need more leaders like that.
But everybody they ain't gonna hire everybody. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna hire you just because you are qualified for the job.
The way I see you handle your wife's son, right? Like how he had the ring. I'm trying to break it down to the soliloquy. He had the ring, and you was like, hey, whatever you do, don't lose these rings, right?
Right.
We need more men like that, and I could tell you really loved him. I could tell you just don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Seriously.
Yeah.
And we need more teachers to be like, look, man, I really love you, man. I really want the best for you. You're talented. Right. You know, when Archie pulled us in the office, let me tell you something. When Archie pulled me in the office, he said, fuck, you got all F's. All F's.
Right.
You been skipping school? I was just like, yeah. There wasn't no lesson in it. It was just like, you can't play this year. And I needed him to say, if you do better, man, come back to school. It was no message in it. It was just he was more or less mad that we couldn't play.
He was disappointed.
Yeah. But I need a message behind everything that's taught.
Yeah, but the thing is, it might have been a message if we didn't like forge our own shit and do shit like that. We don't know.
Please don't tell people how we was putting A's instead of B's. Man. This nigga just went.
No, I'm just saying he can't do nothing. Don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then, you know, honestly,
but I guess he can follow up on it.
And we got something else we wrap about for this too. You know, a lot of the kids nowadays got their own mind. You know, some of the other things that they said in the chat was like, you know, sometimes the kids ain't gonna listen to every single adult. You know, some kids gotta learn by experience. Some kids gotta learn a different way. So, you know, and in this particular situation, it's like you were saying, maybe they don't know or they can't even comprehend what you're trying to break down to them because they just don't understand it.
And some people really believe in their kids got to learn for themselves. Shout out to LB. LB was that guy. This is actually a great segue into T.I.'s situation. T.I.'s son got pulled over, went to jail. Was I forgot what the charges was.
That's one thing I want to tell me. The same little dude that was at the Waffle House.
Yes, he got arrested, and then T.I. came out with a video talking about, look, man, I done did everything I can with King. King got to learn his law. He going to prison. Let's watch the T.I. video of him trying to explain to society he done enough as a parent. He reached out to everybody. And then there's a video out after T.I. of King trying to break down what happened.
I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas, his ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out. King's a good kid, chasing after the wrong shit. And, you know, I trust in God to deal with it the way that he see fit. You know what I mean? It ain't really shit else out. You know, he done got all the whoopings, he done got the punishment, he done did it, he done, you know, did everything as a child you could do to him. So now he gonna have to go through it. He gonna have to go through it and get through it. And ain't nothing me, his mama, or nobody else gonna be able to say about it, man. But I'ma love him all the way through whatever it is he going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all right. Nigga got too much money. This how niggas supposed to be every day. But shit, I'm sorry that a motherfucker caught me while I was, you know what I'm saying, on my way to vacation. I'm sorry. I thought I was doing what a young nigga was supposed to do. I ain't want to be in there. Yeah. Everybody that say a nigga trying to be gangster. Nigga, I ain't asked for the police to pull me over, y'all bitch ass niggas. Fuck. But one thing over here, I know that motherfuckers around Wild Beast, we solid than a motherfucking box of rocks, yeah. Another thing, when was it said that gangsters have to do this with police and hey. Y'all stop this shit. All this shit, hey, it's a part of life. Gangster or not, black or white or not, it don't matter. The police pull your ass over, you pulled over. You ain't gotta be gangster.
I know my son.
All right, so that's the actual clip of Young King, T.I.'s son, man. And like I kind of felt for T.I. I know T.I. is really from the streets, been in the streets, did some real shit. I think his son is not taking his advice because his son is, like you said, too turned.
Or maybe the thing is he takes after his dad, and maybe that hard-headedness that the dad had, and he's up in the streets and going in through all the things, it's the same thing that your son does. But it's like one of those things where sometimes they be like, your kid is 10 times bad as what you ever was. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, what you would have thought that you was doing at a certain time, your kid could be way worse than that. And I think that's what this is an element of his kid being just like how he was as a kid, not giving a fuck, you know, fuck the law, fuck this, but, you know, T.I. got the name that he got the reputation of, you know, the whole trap music and every single thing else that he got because of that attitude, you know what I'm saying? Just because you raise your kids in great areas doesn't mean they still don't have an attitude problem because you had an attitude problem. They still got issues, you know.
I mean, he's still a street nigga that go home and sometimes bring that street shit home.
Yeah,
and then his son is watching his mannerisms and all that shit.
I think this is where I'm coming. I think he is the youngest one. I think he might have been bullied in school.
No, King is not the youngest.
Is he?
He's the second to the oldest. I mean, the third to the oldest.
Okay.
So he's the fourth child, I believe.
But the youngest boy, he's the youngest boy.
No, they got a kid. They got a kid.
They got a baby after now. But yeah, I'm talking about growing up.
That baby got to be every bit 10 years old now.
But I'm just saying. I'm saying he might have been bullied. He might have been bullied, and he trying to portray to be tough. And he was a little ass dude.
And he is albino as well.
So I think
he got to try to find a place for himself, kind of stand his
make a name for himself and all this shit. Cause that motherfucker ain't he out of control. Ain't no way in hell you got to.
Yo-Yo said he on drugs. She said kings to privilege. I agree with you, Kondo.
Definitely
It
privilege.
definitely sounds like he's up on some some relaxers or something that's whether it's slurring or up. It's something. But then this is the thing. I think also in the place of T.I., I think there's two ways you can go at it. You can go the first way where you can literally put him under your wing to do all the gangster shit that he want to do. You know what? I know exactly.
No, but his dad should have never got out. T.I., everybody know T.I., if he didn't have money, he wouldn't have never. T.I. got caught with like 47 assault rifles.
Yeah, but it was set up.
Set up or his friend was a snitch. There's a big difference. He was not set up. His friend was a snitch. There's a big difference. That's not set up. That's I got caught. Not set up. Set up is, hey, you want to buy these cookies? You eat them, find out that they, that's a setup.
Yeah, but sometimes the snitch setup, the snitch does the setup. So,
you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it was.
It's a balance. So, you know what I'm saying? If he gives the drop, and because he knows he doesn't, he'll set you up by making sure you get it and making sure that the cops get you.
You ain't never heard or seen or heard that story? You ain't heard that movie?
That definitely is a
that shit happen all the time.
What movie?
Where you can get set up by being the snitch sets somebody up. The snitch sets somebody up. Like the setup as a snitch. You know what I'm saying? But I think he need to.
That nigga sell you a brick or 10 pounds and you get pulled over 1 mile down the road. Nigga, that's the
not
whole
a setup. You shouldn't have bought 10 pounds.
Hey, it's still
you shouldn't have bought 10 pounds.
So that don't mean you got set up.
Again, we gotta change the mentality.
I understand you bought the 10 pounds.
I said it.
Why are you saying you shouldn't have bought the 10 pounds?
No, because we keep it in the street, then we keep it in the street. Of course, we all know, but if you want to even keep it more on a regular basis,
Be a regular civilian.
Okay, if you're to be a regular civilian, okay, white collar crime. If someone was like, hey, I'm buying this much Tesla, and then you should buy this much Tesla, and then you go buy the Tesla, he'd be like, well, I told him that Tesla was about to be going up or going down, and then he snitches on you still, you can still get caught.
All right, but white collar crime is no different than when my wife went to jail for 6 days because a woman said she would pay all our bills for $300, right? Boom. I paid the crackhead. But I would never do this again. So I paid the crackhead paid all our bills. Fast forward, a year later, my wife on Easter gets pulled over going to get food for Easter Day. And the police put her in handcuffs, took her to jail, said she was in jail for fraud. I went and paid a lawyer and did all the shit. She got out 6 days later, which was the most traumatic time in her life, and I'm sorry that ever happened, but that was just me being in the street and trying to be a street dude. So come to find out,
you trying to get the deal.
Get the deal. But
that's like
why you didn't get the 6 days?
Because every bill was in her name. Every bill was in her name. Yes.
Hey, that's like paying.
I'll never forget it.
They be like, hey, I'll give you 40 for 20.
Listen, when I knew I
40 for 20, I got the 20 right
I knew I fucked up.
Got your ass.
Hey, I knew I fucked up when she was walking with them shackles on. She had the shackles on her hands and her feet and had the Queen Latifah braids. She talking about some girl did her hair in jail. I was like, oh my God, I really fucked up. And ever since, I'm telling you, I was never.
You shouldn't have never let that story out anyway.
I know that story got me out because I was never. No, I was never a street dude. I was just in the streets. I was never a street dude. I was just in the streets.
This wasn't street dude activity. This was your bill paying activity.
If I paid a crackhead.
That's not street.
You should have said my cousin or anything. These names are not the same.
Hey, you know what I thought you about to say? She got 6 days. I had got like a few pounds in the strap, and she got caught with it, and she said it was hers. I thought he was about to go crazy.
Hey guys.
Oh no, this dude.
It's funny clip of the day. Time for funny clip of the day.
That was funny clip of the day right there.
Listen, funny clip of the day. Young lady, she's actually she do food reviews. She dope as fuck. She do food reviews on TikTok and YouTube. She did a clip of the day. I said a clip of the day. She did a food review on Cracker Barrel. What's your opinion on Cracker Barrel food before we watch this?
Man, I like Cracker Barrel food. I like certain shit. Holiday season, I like this fried turkey they got.
Yeah, they got the home style cooking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This be a thing. They did the home style before we got smart enough to do our own Southern cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, hey, it's white people Southern cooking, but
it's definitely white people. But
let's watch.
It's not bad.
Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back.
What it do, y'all? It's Kay, and I'm back with another. Damn, my teeth a little big as fuck. Like, them bitches got a little thickness to them. I asked y'all what the review. Y'all kept stuttering, so I said, never mind. My hotel was near Cracker Barrel, so I had to let me go head on and see what the fuck going on up in Black folks swear this shit good. Walk up to the goddamn restaurants, these slave watcher ass chairs in this damn church booth. I said, damn, it ain't nothing but crackers in the barrel down this motherfucker. Look at y'all selling racism. I'm talking about not the front row funeral receipt for sale. I don't fuck with these chairs for real though. That one right there for baby slave owners. Them was for their parents right there. Look at Hey, don't you stop picking. Fit chick, so fresh make you. Damn, I'm really getting thick, y'all. Fuck a stud, bitch. Look like I ate a stud. When I walked up in that bitch and I sniffed around in the motherfucker, I said, smells racist. I don't know what it is about the environment in that motherfucker, but as soon as I sat down, I just got to look around like, you boys ain't supposed to be around here. You boys best go back where you come from, because this ain't town for them type of people. Stop pancakes was flatter than a white bitch back at the beach. I ordered some damn dog food. I said, what the fuck? And pot roast do look like some dog food. I almost saved it for Simba. The best thing on the menu was that chicken that's what that right there, y'all. Green beans taste like mean green. They was too goddamn strict for me. Y'all got them bitches fresh out the can, and that macaroni, bullshit ass macaroni, bitch. I'll make a bitch come back down and go to jail, because everything was going good until that goddamn lady came out there. Ain't even my waitress that said don't record me. Bitch, you ain't even my waitress, ho.
I'm from the north, and I don't want to have my face on everything.
Oh, bitch, who the fuck you owe? I'm finna call El Chapo and tell him exactly what the fuck you is. Bitch must be hiding from the damn plug or something. Like, bitch, what the fuck bank you robbed? I'm finna tell him what it do, y'all. It's Kay, and I'm...
Alright, so that's the actual clip.
Everything was good. I was like, the chicken was good, so
Alright,
it was a good review to
she
me.
slandered the...
Hey, so it was a good review to me.
What's the rest of it? Oh, well,
they said the pot roast was garbage. Somebody had it like they're running.
Looked like it was boxed.
Okay.
Hey, macaroni and cheese wasn't hidden, she said, but...
So that's the funny clip of the day, man. And like I said, I thought she was funny because we do food reviews, Quando. We gotta get back on our shit, bro.
I know, man. I've been so busy, but yeah.
We get passes around here like motherfuckers.
Have y'all tried the Shugs yet?
No, me and Quando, that's on our list though, for sure.
You ready for it? We can tap in next.
What's today? Tuesday?
You know, a lot of people don't open until Wednesday.
So shit, let's do a Sunday fun day. Get the food on a Sunday review.
No, we'll get the food on a Sunday. We ain't having that conversation on live. So look, how much time we got left? I think I got another clip. Oh, Black Cop.
Good. We want to be good.
Black Cop.
He
came and talked and said some shit about Breonna Taylor. He made a film. I want everybody to see this clip of a Black Cop. I want to show you all this. I want you didn't get here in time to watch it. Black Cop. And I want you to have that on blast. We all can watch it together. Black Cop comes out with a video. He was fired from his job. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
And that's what we put on. Hello, my name is Officer Jerome. I'm an officer with Louisville Metro. And I'd like to talk to you today about coming and joining our team and answering the call. Brother, we need you. We're going through so many ups and downs in the city, trying to repair broken relationships. And brother, we need you. And that's what we put on all of our trucks. We need backup. Answer the call. Be a part of a great police department. Never mind what happened to Breonna Taylor. We killed that. You want to drive vehicles like this and fly in planes? Do you want to be able to have unlimited off-duty? Do you want to be able to support your family? Do you want to kill people and be able to get off for it? Join Louisville Metro Police Department and answer the call. And that's what we put on. Hello, my name is Officer Jerome. I'm an officer with Louisville Metro.
right, so I want to break down this video. So that's the actual video that got the police officer fired, and I'm gonna be the first to say. And normally, man, listen, we hard on this show on police officers, but and it's not a racist thing. I'm about to say it. I think that this brother was being funny with his fellow police officer. You know, just that was not a video that should ever been aired.
Yeah. And
what happened was, like, I'll say some shit about the company we work for, and you like record, I'm like, whatever, and then the motherfucker that had a hold of the video posted it and made it public. So you got to be careful. This is the society we're living in. There is no more, like, I find myself doing it to my dad and them all the time. Like, if my dad and them is saying something dope, I will record the conversation, right? They don't know I'm recording it, but I do it because I'm like, people need to hear this. Or even with even with Miss Pat's situation, it had nothing to do with them talking about some weird shit. It was just like, somebody need to hear this. In that situation, I think that he was being funny, him and his friend, and he was like, record me, man. I'm not recorded to post it, but like, hey man, take my phone and do this. It was like, hey, Breonna Taylor, we killed that. Like, I don't think he understood the severity of what he was doing, because he's just having locker room talk.
Stupid shit gets you stupid prizes.
Facts.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Facts.
Definitely
Like
did.
they say, stupid.
This should have been a donkey of the day a long time ago. Whenever this lady got that was some fool ass shit.
This is the thing.
Quando, you can't have a jokingly conversation with me.
No.
Listen.
No, you can't.
I have dark and morbid comedy. My comedy is wild. So like, I say some off the wall shit, and you gotta just be ready. If you say it, you gotta be ready for whatever comes with it, and that's all that comes with it. And it's like, if you playing around with whoever, thinking that they're your buddies or whatever else, then that's the point. Hey, and that's your fault for trusting these dudes that got you all screwed up in the game. Because honestly, I thought we was about to go the right direction, where I thought he was about to say we need more black officers and stuff like that, because most of the time we do. And honestly, in order to get the black officers, you know, I was gonna say he was a corny little dude. I was like, he corny, so I was like, he's not gonna get black dudes anyways, because that's not how you would get them. Yeah, but it was like, dog, that was just
Yolanda said he understood the assignment. He was probably burnt the fuck out, and then she said that was morbid as fuck. I mean, like I said, I just try to give him the benefit of the doubt, because I think that he was just being recorded, and then we might have that silly moment.
And now I gotta bring up one more, because I know we don't got a clip about this, but I gotta speak on it.
Put Ari Spears.
They are getting sued currently,
and it's the sickest video I ever seen.
Yeah, so like, we don't even got to play it because we wouldn't want to play the video anyways. Mad trigger warning. But it's one of those things where, when you know it's fucked up and you still choose to do it, you gotta be ready for whatever comes from the back end. So y'all record this. Y'all think y'all drawing awareness, nigga. This was the worst way for you to draw some bullshit ass awareness.
I cut
off the video in 20 seconds. I couldn't even finish the video. I couldn't even finish it. I said, dog, I got too many motherfucking kids for this. Dude, nothing was funny about it.
I swear I was about to bring it up. As soon as you were done talking, I was about to say, what about Ari Spears?
Yeah, it's like, no,
I
you can't play with that.
So I seen the video. So basically, him and Tiffany Haddish came up with a skit that she's leaving her son with her pedophile uncle. And her pedophile uncle, like, she left her son in his underwear. Her uncle was like, had a newspaper with his eyes, and he was playing R. Kelly. I don't see nothing wrong. No,
there's a lot of stuff. The eyes was cut out. They had the boy moving in certain ways. They had him doing just certain actions and motions. They had him pouring oil. It had some wild shit, bruh. They went too far.
Her son was even in the bathtub, and she asked him to watch her son, and Ari Spears fell in the bathtub. Listen, at first I understood what he was saying about the Lizzo situation.
The kid might actually be traumatized after that. Not like for real, because like what happens is the mom ended up suing them because they did that shit and like did it undercover. Was on some like, go downstairs. They didn't tell the kid what was going on. They didn't tell the mom what was going on. And
is this a skit or what is going on?
It's a skit about him being a pedophile.
It is just a skit, but the problem is of the skit. We'll watch it after we get out before we leave. But the problem is with it being the skit is the fact of they didn't even approach the parent or the guardian of what the content of the skit was.
Right.
You know, they didn't say, hey, we about to do child molestation awareness. They gonna look at you and be like, well, you about to do what with my kid? And he about to, no, they put it out there as like he about to get an opportunity.
Are y'all sure they didn't give the rundown on the skit though?
I'm positive.
There's a lawsuit. There's a whole lawsuit. It's all out. It's all in the public now. Like that. That's the only reason why it's even crazy now.
Her son was in his drawers playing with the toy and bending over and doing weird shit. Eric Spears was looking at him through a newspaper, like he reading the newspaper, and it's like I don't see. It was age ain't nothing but a number type shit. A bunch of R. Kelly songs and shit.
Wow.
And dog, it was so inappropriate. I was like, wow, like motherfuckers really don't understand. Everything is filmed. And when you film that shit, that shit is set.
You have to be, hey, have your shit down to a T if you putting content out there. Yep. And skit wise or whatever wise, this shit's not, everything ain't funny to everybody.
Hey guys.
That shit is meaningful.
Hey guys.
Hey, handle your business.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey Caucasians, listen, I never do this, but I'm doing this for the end of the show. My daughter Aviana's birthday tomorrow. She's
Have you made people yet? Have you made? Oh, yeah. You wait. I've made my own people. And I'm their leader.
Let me see the tattoo. Don't grow up, homie. Slow up, homie.
Have you made people?
All right, so look. This is the smartest dog people. Anthony That Dude Johnson, Quando Rondo, Willie ABN. Amiana, happy birthday, Stink. I love you. Can't wait, Daddy. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Pay for your hair and pay for other stuff and pay for things and just pay for things. That's what Daddy do. I love you, Stink. Willie ABN, y'all got anything to say?
Don't teach your daughter it's all about money.
No, never. I would never. I teach my daughter that this is the way she should
straighten my ring out.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
now we gonna finish. Shut up! We out!
Yeah. You done knocked the goddamn camera over there. It's time to go. Smartest dog people. Anthony That Dude Johnson, Willie ABN, Quando Rondo. Y'all have a good night. Alright guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there, and also check out our Instagram and make sure you follow us there, man. We'll give a follow back for sure. Holla at us. Alright guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there, and also check out our Instagram and make sure you follow us there, man. We'll give a follow back for sure. Holla at us. Alright guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there, and also check out our Instagram and make sure you follow us there, man. We'll give a follow back for sure.